Because it looks like my bluegill are doing well, I did find someone selling some tilapia on Craigslist who was in my area. So I went to pick some up. He had some bigger ones, which is nice, so it's a better chance of survival. Now I just have to figure out how to keep my water warmer. So I'll quarantine them again in the same tank I used for the bluegill, which are now still in there over 2 weeks. Don't know when you'll see this video. But I'm gonna put them in here, put a heater in here, and then figure out how to heat the rest of my system or keep it a little warmer. It should start to heat up soon because it is becoming warmer. I mean, it gets quite hot in the greenhouse. The water right now during the day is 63, which is not bad. As long as it's above 60, they're fine. They won't be happy. They're happier in like 70, so we'll see how it goes. But I'll put a heater in here just so they're fine until, I think the lighting's bad. There you go. Just until they're ready to go in here, so I'll put them in here and see how it goes. The nice thing about tilapia is that it's easier to breed them and have them reproduce. So if you want to really create a sustainable system, you want to have fish that you can grow and raise yourself instead of going and buying fish every time. So that's the plan. Just the temperature of the water is the issue. So I'll quarantine these and update you on how these go. Here are the 7 tilapia I got. So right now I'm just heating up this water, so hopefully this heater works. I'm gonna add some boiling water to speed up the process, just so that I can get it to like 70. So I'm adding water into this tub to get it to the same as what is in that bucket, and that way that's basically the acclimation, as long as this water is the same as what's in the bucket. I also will plan to put Epsom salt in here later, just to get rid of whatever, if they even have anything. I mean, they probably don't, but it's very safe to just add some Epsom salt so you can get rid of any bacteria or fungus or parasites or whatever they have. So I have the water up to almost 72, so it's 71. Sorry for the glare. Oh, 72. Just added some more water. So I'll put the fish in here. It will get colder at night, but the main thing is that will just be a gradual decrease in temperature, which is better for them than just sticking them in colder water. So there's 7 in here. I think like 4 males, 3 females. So we got them in here now. As usual, they're sitting at the bottom, typically when you introduce new fish. Since they're a little stressed, they're moving a little, so that's good. It's the morning after putting the fish in here, so they're swimming around fine, but the temperature is down to 60. So this thing is broken, which is unfortunate. But if I come over here, you'll notice that they're still swimming nicely, which is a good sign. So still have to monitor them and make sure things are going good. Ideally I want to raise the temperature a little, so we'll see. It's been a week now since I've had these tilapia in this quarantine tank. I haven't added any water from my aquaponic system yet, or any salt to here. They are eating, just not when I'm looking, and so far the temperature's been stable. So I haven't added the water there because it's colder than what's in here, but I do plan to heat it somehow, either later on adding, or I do plan to try the compost system again, but this time outside of the greenhouse, just on the side over there, since the last time I had it inside and had some rats get in here since it was warmer in that spot. So, but other than that, these fish are doing so far so good in the first week of having them in here. Adding some water from my aquaponic system. So the temperature's been good. It dropped down to 53 once, which wasn't good, so I had to add some hot water since the heater I have is broken. But other than that, the temperature's been relatively good. It stayed above 60. It's been like 58 or something during the night, but it stayed around about this. This is probably the hottest it's been so far. It's starting to get warmer. It's been a little over 3 weeks now, so I'm going to be adding these tilapia into my aquaponic system. The temperatures are a little different. This is a little colder than my aquaponics system, so what I'm doing right now is adding a little bit of water from the aquaponics system to try to raise the temperature, because I'm going to be putting them in this bucket right here and giving them a salt bath. So what I would have done if I had Epsom salt at the beginning is giving them a salt treatment, so it would have been like a concentration of 0.3% salt for a period of 4 weeks, which will help get rid of parasites and all those kind of things. But now, since I didn't have that, what I'll do is give them a higher concentration using the same Epsom salt. It'll be like 2.5% to 5% for a period of 2 to 5 minutes, and then put them in the aquaponics system. I'll post a chart or a website that has a chart below, or in the description below, where you can see different concentrations and different amounts of Epsom salt you want to add to get those concentrations. So the purpose of giving them the salt bath is just to get rid of whatever they have on them before adding them into the actual aquaponic system. I was going to use this salt meter to get to the right concentration, but it's either, well, I got it used, so it's either it's something wrong with it that it doesn't go up past 1%, or it's just how this one is built. So instead, I'm just gonna do the typical thing. I have about 2.5 gallons in here, which requires a half a pound of Epsom salt to get it to about 2.5 to 3%. So I'll pour that in there, mix it in there, and then as soon as this temperature over here gets to 68, I'll drain it again, or wait a little bit, and then add the fish into here, or one at a time, and then from there into here. So the temperatures are pretty much the same. So what I'm gonna do now is catch one and then put it in the bucket. I have my timer right there. Giving it a quick look just to make sure I don't see anything. Alright, I quickly put the fish in here and press time. So if you start to see the fish acting funny or starting to float weird or anything, you want to take it out immediately. But it's from 2 to 5 minutes that you want to keep them in here. We're at 3 minutes, so now I'll take the fish out. Now it's in its new home. So I'll do that for the other 6 fish now, but I'll probably put more than one in it so it takes a little faster, since I know that the one did good and didn't see anything wrong. So I'll do that and put them in the aquaponic system. We got 3 more in here. Timer's going, and I still got 3 more to catch. So I'll probably aim for like 5 minutes with these ones, which is the max it says. Maybe like 4 minutes and 30 seconds or something. We're at 4 minutes and 30 seconds now, so I'll take the fish out and put them in there. That was just a video on me adding tilapia to my aquaponic system. So I went through kind of the process of quarantining them and then giving them a salt bath. So doing it this way is definitely recommended. I know I didn't do it at the beginning and might still forget later on, but definitely give them a salt bath or a salt treatment throughout those 3 to 4 weeks that you're quarantining them. That way you can get rid of anything on their body. If you're gonna do the salt bath, I would do it before you add them to the aquaponics system. That way they've gotten used to the aquaponics water or your aquaponic water. They've been here for a good amount of time, so they're not stressed, and that way they can survive through that the most. If you're gonna do it the other way, which is a salt treatment, which is 0.3% concentration of salt for a period of like 4 weeks, then you can do that from the start. Maybe you still, if you get new fish in, if they're shipped here, you want to wait a little bit before you start doing that method, so that way you know that the fish are healthy and that they can survive having a little bit of concentration of salt in there. But this was just a brief video of me adding the new tilapia to them, so I'll have to pretty much figure out when it gets colder how to keep the greenhouse warm, and we'll see how it goes. So I got these because they're easier to breed, they can reproduce, and the idea of an aquaponic system is that you can have a self-sustaining system that you can just keep it going and not have to spend that much afterwards. I mean, you have to buy seeds and food and all that kind of stuff, but if you can breed the fish, that can make a big difference. But if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. They're always appreciated, and any suggestions or anything for the system, those are also nice. So thank you for watching.